Gonna go for a triple word score here.
This is Darkseed 2, played by ADV Games Forever. We'll link it in the description there.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for letting us use your long pay.
What's your favorite Pokemon?
Surrey Studios in Canada.
Oh, mine too.
Oh, excellent. Okay. So this is a Windows 3.1 game. It's very hard to get running, but as you'll see, you won't want to anyway. We're running through a Giger hallway.
Checking the air ducts in my new house.
Where are you?
I'm saying Rita, where are you? If you didn't hear, by the way.
Okay.
This is a Swiss artist. Worst nightmare is this hallway.
Mike.
And this head.
Help me, Mike.
Here's how lazy they are. If you look, they didn't actually change the background graphic of her head. Like, it's not really melting or anything.
Help, Mike. I'm made of silly putty.
Help me.
This terrible, terrible MPEG? I don't even know what you can call it. Yeah, that might be my favorite thing ever. Except for this. Jeff Fox,
It's the same dream.
Dark God.
Go Bears!
I'm searching for Rita in the dark world.
How bad his nightmare was. It was like exercise.
I never make
Wear
it back to the portal
wear
in time.
pajamas next
It's
time.
been more than a year since I foiled the ancients' plans to grow an alien
And maybe
embryo
sleep
in
under
my
your
brain,
blankets.
And still, the dark world haunts me. Rita's murder is just the latest reminder that
So,
no place is safe from the dark.
We're starting in media
Not
res,
even
so
my
to speak.
hometown.
Mike's, sort of girl he's dating named Rita has been murdered, and he's sort of prime suspect.
And the Bears didn't make the playoffs, so...
No.
It's just
And
the worst.
He's still sleeping in his clothes, but his house looks a lot better this time.
At least my fencing guy portrait looks good.
I'm just gonna stare at the door knocking.
Come in. The door's open.
Your mother let me in, Dawson. I had some more questions to ask you about the murder.
I gotta get close to show you my respect.
Last week, and you left out a lot. Witnesses
Are we
said
singing
you
the
and Rita
national
left
anthem,
the
by the
bank
way?
together.
I'm sorry, am I the player supposed to come up with an alibi for Mike, or what?
You seem to be a little out of it, Dawson. Doesn't sound like
I'm
those
sorry, I was
psychiatric
studying a big
sessions
nothing
helped
on my
much.
desk.
You've been sleeping in your clothes again?
What I'd really like for my video game is two characters statically looking at each other.
By the way, how many things do you need that point at your bed?
Look, we only saw each other a few times.
I see.
By the way, did
Having
you
a
gasp in a
relationship?
dream recently?
I asked her out a few times, but she was always too busy with the library and stuff.
So Mike's not
What
doing
sort
too
of
good with the
stuff?
girls, I'm taking it.
The library and stuff.
Did you ever attend one of these reading group meetings?
Oh, Rita had reading group meeting.
Tell me what the hell goes on at that there reading group meetings.
This is the first
Trying
suspect
to get
interrogation
along.
I've ever done.
Am I being respectful enough?
We weren't intimate, if that's what you're getting at.
Thanks for digging up a wound, Sheriff.
Damn. Tell me about her cock blocking, Mike.
Well, I sort of wanted to have a relationship, but Rita didn't.
Well, are you sure you dated? Or did you just ask her out and she said no? Jeez.
Sheriff, I didn't do anything. I just can't remember what happened that night.
That's a cool,
Not
airtight.
That was the same excuse he used when he designed Darkseed.
Cared about Rita. I want to find out who killed her as much as you do.
Look, why don't we just get in this
Just
bed and
how
watch some
much
television?
Did you care for Rita?
Even though it's pointed away from the bed and toward the desk.
Yeah.
But the
We
chairs
weren't
to the back,
intimate,
too.
if that's what you're getting at.
Wait, didn't we already
Didn't we say that? Yeah.
You sure you're not repeating yourself, Dawson?
Mike, are we in one of them conversation loops?
Can we put this off until later?
All right, Dawson, but stick around town.
What kind of
Feds will wanna talk
interrogation
to you
is
when
that,
they
too?
get
Like, I have a headache. Can we stop? Yeah, alright.
Feds?
You got me, Mike.
You mean the FBI?
You and your damn rights.
Either asking for a lawyer or
Much
saying
like
you have a
that,
headache. Either
trample
way in
over my
Texas.
turf, but the mayor wants me to bring him in.
What's Mayor Fleming's interest in
Ah,
Rita's murder?
this is called good cop, idiot cop,
He
I
wants
think.
this case solved quickly with the election coming up and all.
So his
I wish I
entire
had something to
election
tell you,
hinges on
Sheriff.
this one
I
case?
really
This one murder.
I take it we're not in
If
Chicago,
you
the city.
remember anything,
No.
see me down at the station. But your memory had better return by today, or things won't look good for you.
Much like this game.
I'm just gonna watch him walk away.
That's really... What do
are you
you
looking at
think
me
I
for?
should do? Okay, I'll
I've
go
been
over
afraid of this
here. Hey, a
closet ever
door.
since I was a little kid.
It's been locked
I
ever
used to have
since he was a little
nightmares
kid.
about monsters coming out of it at night.
You know, there are things you can do about that. Well, better get the rope and
Smells
climb
good
out the
in
window.
here.
Ah!
Mom must be cooking something special.
Yeah, Mike lives with his mom, unfortunately.
I didn't kill Rita, is the
Morning,
other
Mom.
option.
So it takes the sheriff to wake you up, Mike?
Kind of on suspect for
What are
murder,
you talking
Mom.
about the sheriff, Mom?
Fine.
Mom,
You
is
never
that
feel
thing
like
on the
talking.
fridge really my best drawing? Watch your step when you go under the chicken
You know,
above
you
the
woke me
door.
up with all those pots
Mom, why do
banging.
you have generic
Sorry,
computer-generated
Mike, but it's time that
potware
you
in the
got up.
foreground?
The sun has been shining for hours.
Gosh, Mom, you treat me like I'm in high school
Mom!
again.
Why would he
Well, then
treat
start
you like you're in high
acting your
school?
age. You came home to recover from your nervous breakdown, which is fine, but you've been here for a year
Yeah,
now.
it sounds
When are
fine.
you going back to your job?
Mom comes from the exposition side of the family.
What I went through last year was far worse than anything you could imagine.
Ever.
I've lost a husband and a sister to cancer. Your
What?
father left me no insurance money, and I have arthritis.
Here's some more
You don't see
backstory
me
for
And
going
I
to a
have
mental hospital
arthritis.
With a nervous breakdown.
On
Wow.
top of your father
It
dying.
wasn't a nervous breakdown.
Oh, you come from
It
the
was-
exposition and the guilt trip side of the family, I see.
I
I
understand that
definitely
you're
have
always
breast
moping
cancer.
around and acting like a bum. Come on, Mike. Why don't you finish up that novel you were
Mom, I
writing?
think the water's ready.
You're ashamed of me, aren't you?
Yes.
No, son. I'm
oh,
not
you were
ashamed
talking to
of
her.
you. I just wish I knew what was bothering you. You were always full of
The
energy
bird is my
and
one
life.
true son.
I'd like you to do some errands for me.
I'm on trial for murder, Mom.
But I've got things to do today, Mom.
Prove my
You don't
innocence.
do a
Do you have
damn
my
thing
sack
around
lunch
here
ready?
anymore.
I'm
Do
starting
you
to
have
get
my
a headache.
Garfield lunchbox? So
Mom!
That's
Hiding
what your
evidence.
medicine is for.
Now I'm just gonna go back to steaming my hand. That's a cure for arthritis, I've heard.
This is how you make tea, isn't it?
We just took some refrigerator magnet, by the way, for our first item of the game.
Oh, that's important.
It's a happy face refrigerator
When I
magnet.
was
Game
a kid,
hinges
my
on the
family
success
used to
of that.
gather here to watch television.
The whole family would watch television here.
The television in your bedroom probably provides an equal entertainment experience.
Dad hurt his neck, like, leaning over to watch
this is
TV.
where I left my camera. I'll
Speaking
bet
of
there's
Dad,
some
is
film
that
inside.
him on the wall with the psychedelic background in the painting?
Yes. Is that like a mushroom in his left hand, too? Just for context, we took a camera there. Very important.
I have to believe it.
Camera and a fridge magnet.
And last week, after the high
3
school
frames of
reunion,
animation? That's more
when
than
asked
enough.
about
Come
potential
on.
suspects, Sheriff Willard Butler replied,
Oh, man.
Michael, you and your kind are in grave danger.
And now
once
to
again.
what the fuck for
the
weather.
ancients have returned. I am sending something to assist you. You must act
She has, like,
quickly.
plumbing hooked up to her face.
warned that
And
this
that
is
was
the
sports.
second local death this year, and residents should always be
Back to you,
alert.
John.
On the
They
national
show a
news
severed
scene,
head.
There's someone at the front door.
Oh, don't get the package.
Mom, how do I answer a door?
Mom, will you get that for me?
It's a ticket for a traveling carnival over in the
Didn't even
park.
say anything to him.
You just took the package. At the sideboard. It's a ticket to a traveling carnival.
No more questions!
This bathroom always smells of Mom's perfume.
Oh, this bathroom does not fit with the rest of the house. Shit.
More badly computer-generated shit in the foreground.
Welcome to the second bedroom that we converted into a restroom.
So you can take medicine again, just like in Darkseed 1.
He prescribed me Shinobics.
I'll bet these pills are just placebos Dr. Sims prescribes so that I think he's doing some good.
Are you a
Yeah.
clinical trial subject?
I'm just gonna look at my 3 items.
This
Maybe the
ticket will
smiley
get me
face
to the
sticker will
traveling
cheer.
carnival in the park.
That was clearly drawn with, like, MS Paint. That was just, like, a real quick, like, here, it's a smiley face, whatever.
My old 35mm camera. There's only one shot left on this roll.
Better take it of me, Mike Dawson. And he
Whenever
points
I
in the
look at
mirror
one
and
of these
takes...
smiley face magnets, I wonder what it's smiling at.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, that was awkward. I'm out of here.
I can't believe I just talked to myself about my inventory. He has the same motion for doing everything.
That delivery guy was still there.
God. Okay, this is Jack. This is awesome. This is Mike's really cool friend.
Hey, that's
okay?
Jack.
Okay.
He likes to think he's tough with that motorcycle and all.
Hey.
He's about the only new friend I've made since I returned home.
Sorry, Mike, I sat on a cucumber.
Well, are you just gonna stand there gaping at me, Mikey boy, or are you gonna take a load off your feet?
Man, you're so cool.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to sweep the sleep cooties from your eyes and get your butt motivated.
Do they have their arms
So,
around each
how's
other?
my favorite mental case today?
Don't joke about my nervous breakdown, Jack.
The actor has a
thought you
big
were my
bald
friend.
spot you can see, too.
Relax, Michael boy, relax. Geez, you must be under a lot of stress. They say your sense of humor is the first thing to go.
Thanks, Fonz. I mean,
The
Jack.
sheriff thinks I murdered
You have
Rita.
weed, right?
Yeah, I know. I overheard Deputy Brown talking in the diner. You're the #1 suspect.
To think right now, Jack. How about joining me at the diner?
Jack
just
thinks
think
he's
I'm
really
very
cool with that
welcome
off-screen
there. Right after that
motorcycle.
stunt I pulled with the
It's just over to the
Let's
right.
meet
You
here after
can't
you've
see
done
it. It's
stuffing your
beautifully
face.
rendered, though.
Look, let me just mow the pixelated grass
I've got
before
an
we go.
appointment with Dr. Sims soon. Let's get together afterwards.
If it's
You
okay with my
seen
mom,
that
that is.
quack? Don't waste your time
My
with
mom
that head
put these
shrinker.
flower pots on
Listen
them.
to
They're
your
half
old
the
pal
size of
Jack
people.
Instead. Okay,
Look at
we'll
those.
meet here after
Shit.
you're done with Dr. Sigmund Freud.
Oh.
Ooh.
You know, Jack, I still can't remember what happened that night.
Just keep telling everyone
Nothing
that.
happened. You know that, and I know that.
Why would you know that exactly?
It's hopeless.
Finger guns.
I feel like the biggest patsy since Oswald.
I'll meet you right here after your doctor's appointment. Until then, hang loose.
Hang loose. Now
Wow.
I know he's cool. Off to the proctologist.
Shit. What is up my ass? Don't sit on the
Oh, that was some great motorcycle animation. Oh, did you miss it?
Well, believe us, it was awesome.
Even though I grew up in this town, I still find that a map helps me get
This
to
is
places
the world map.
That's a map?
That's a map.
Mike, about maps.
I just figured 5 pictures and a rabbit's foot will do it.
Maybe if I stop by the sunglasses first.
The circus is 2 sunglasses away from my house.
I wonder when it's going to finally open.
Oh, the carnival's closed, unfortunately.
I can tell by the giant
I
padlock.
see some carnival people working behind the gate. It looks like they're going to open up soon.
I didn't do it, carnival people! I didn't kill my girlfriend! Okay?
There's gaps in the fence, like the gaps in my memory, right around the time of the murder.
It would be tough to break in and get a sneak preview of the carnival.
Yeah, I don't know how you'd ever
I
get
guess I'll
past the
have to wait until it
security.
opens.
Damn.
Wooden fence, 1 padlock. Well, might as well be Fort Knox.
How do we use that smiley face stick?
Don't look at me, Mike. Let's just go behind the oil drum.
Well, off to the
To
pen.
the- to the mansion. Just off camera. Oh, wait.
Whoa.
That's some good transitional
I haven't been past the
animation.
Ramirez Mansion in a long time.
It's the Ramirez
It's one of the
mansion.
town's oldest landmarks.
Oh, it's
They
not a
used to
church?
own all of the land around the park before they donated it to the
No,
town.
it's just got a neon cross. By the way, if Mike gets that, all the monsters on screen disappear.
Yeah.
Mrs.
And it becomes
Ramirez is
happy hour.
Obviously a God-fearing woman, and she wants everyone to know it too.
So she got a glowing cross. That'll do it. How is that knocking? Come on.
Ugh.
Excuse me, Mrs. Ramirez. May I talk to you?
I'm a Jehovah's Witness.
Yes, young man. What do you want?
What kind of accent is that
I was
supposed
just
to be?
admiring
I didn't kill Rita! I mean,
It is lovely, isn't it? It's over a century old. At one time, it was the only
I don't know if
building
I'm
around here
Irish
for
or
miles.
Swedish or... Not really sure exactly.
I think I need
So
my
your
mom
family's
here to
been here a
chaperone
long
this
time?
conversation.
My late husband.
I think your accent is European
They're all
mishmash,
dead
ma'am.
and gone.
No, it's her
just
husband's
me
dead.
now.
No.
We've really learned
You
something.
must get lonely
At
sometimes.
least you have something to connect on. Oh,
Wait, you
wait.
hear that? You must get
I have
lonely
my
sometimes.
church,
Whoa, what genre
my
is this?
books, and I have my money.
You want to come over and see my bear's pennant?
It must
But I
cost
have
a lot
my
to insure a
money.
place like this. My dad used to be in the insurance business.
I'm sorry to hear that.
The insurance business is a horrible career choice.
Worshipping nothing but the almighty dollar. Why they even tried to cheat me out of my husband's life insurance.
To shit you out of your
Why
husband's
they had to
what?
take them to court.
To
I
cheat her out of her
won.
husband's life insurance. This is no way relevant to
I couldn't
anything.
help but notice all the religious icons you have. Thank you, Mrs. Ramirez.
Ma'am, why are
I
none of your
appreciate
lights on?
time.
God be with you, young man.
This was a very important conversation that we just randomly knocked on someone's door for.
That Must be.
Well, let me think about what just happened a little.
I'm sad.
Damn it, Mike was just killing time, hoping the carnival would be open.
Still.
Meanwhile, to the right of the carnival...
Kind of a violent carnival.
Oh my god. This is where Rita was murdered.
That's what her body felt like. And her leg is kind of grown out of the hip.
She died as she lived, dancing.
No single bottles here.
Rita and I used to have picnics here when we were in high school.
On the one table in the park.
But 2 trash cans.
The trash cans are toxic waste containers.
We'll just have a bench out in the middle of the lawn.
It's still not open. Will my girlfriend's death never go unavenged?
This carnival holds all the clues I need. Now to head one pen over to the diner. A large part of my teenage years.
Hank's
to the
hat
diner
pool.
on our first date when we
Coffee
were
mug
2
pool,
years in
sorry.
high school.
It's too pixelated, switch.
The swinging place it used to be, but Hank still doesn't.
So,
there's my girlfriend's chalk outline to get on the jukebox. No.
This jukebox is loaded with tunes from the 50s. Rita and I used to dance to some of them.
Yeah.
So this place is going out of business, huh?
You might as well just pick Rita, who I didn't murder.
As interested in music as I once was.
Well, no one's eaten here since I last cleaned the counter, but...
Yep, 3 identical ketchup bottles with giant caps. That
How's it
sounds
going,
about
Hank?
right.
My back's been acting up. Otherwise, not too bad.
I'm an 80-year-old man in a 20-year-old's body.
I'm still bummed out about what happened
I'm
last
so
week.
bummed over that murder.
Rita was a real pretty girl. I remember you two sipping your sodas and holding
Even
hands
though
under
I'd
the
be
table
like
when you were
6.
kids.
Who do you think murdered Rita?
Investigation.
Well, I can't imagine it was
Just
anyone
gonna hold
around
a
here.
poll, basically.
Poor sick dude, whoever he is.
Sick? Murder isn't a disease. It's evil.
Relax, Mike. It's just a figure of speech. I don't think anyone's going to show the killer
We
any
have to-
compassion when they catch up with him.
He had to really explain to us what a figure
Have
of
you heard any
speech
more about the
was.
investigation?
Actually, you need to work on your social skills.
Deputy Brown stopped by to get some coffee and donuts on his way to Rita's
I'll just
place.
shake my head while I
He was
talk
saying
and you
the
nod
FBI
while you
might
talk.
be
How's that
calling
sound, Mike?
Doc Larson was telling us some pretty grisly stuff.
Well, actually, no, he's drying his hands from nothing. And
I heard about the FBI from the sheriff.
Say, Mike.
The sheriff told me what the
weren't you with
FBI
Rita
is.
the night she was killed?
no, Mike,
Rita
it's a
was my
metaphor.
date
It's
to
a
the
means
high
of
school
comparison without using the words like or as.
Well, what happened? She got killed in the park near the Ramirez mansion. Didn't you walk her home?
Why don't we talk about it over a bottle
I
of
can't
ketchup?
remember about that night, Hank.
Why is he telling everyone about this?
Mike, you and I go way back. As a friend,
I was
I'm
the
telling
barber
you
in the
that
first
you better
game.
Start remembering quick. Deputy Brown was saying that the sheriff doesn't want to waste any time on this case.
So he's just gonna talk to you
I'm
directly.
seeing Dr. Sims in a short while. Maybe he can jog my memory.
Look, are you gonna order something?
Money on head shrinkers, Mike.
Yeah, seriously.
Whenever I forget something, I just
By the way, just
retrace
spoiler
my
alert.
steps.
We can't get food here.
Oh,
As much as he keeps
What
talking
did Doc
about
Larson
it.
have to say?
we don't sell that
He
here.
wouldn't go into any details because he wants to keep certain things.
You
from
want
the
ketchup
public.
or cream for your coffee? I
haven't
got
seen
some of
Doc
that,
Larson
but...
so excited since that other murder.
What other murder? Oh, well.
What other murder?
Another murder I didn't commit?
Old man Ramirez.
Oh, yeah.
Died
I
in a
can't
fire
remember
a
what
few
happened
weeks
that
back
day
with his
either.
wife, a very rich widow.
In fact, any crime that's
Anyhow,
happened in
Rita
this
died
town in
so
the past
close to
year.
his house.
Why is the jukebox doing
I don't
that,
see
by the
anything
way?
funny about Rita's death.
Sorry, Mike. I forgot that you two were friends. It's just that
What?
Rita and
What?
I thought they were-
Ramirez were friends.
I can't tell if
Some
they
folks
actually
saw 'em
did
walking
date
in the
or
park
that they
together.
didn't, and Mike
Holding
Dawson's
hands.
kind of pathetic.
I'm kind of leaning towards the latter. In
Yeah,
this case.
that's kind of the
believe it.
winning one.
Rita wouldn't fool around with a married man.
Not after I ask her
It's
out.
just gossip. Forget I ever said anything.
Look at this mustache I'm sporting. I mean, come on, who can resist that?
In this
Rita was
jacket
murdered
and
in a
jeans,
public park.
right?
How could they keep
It
any
looks so
details
good, I
secret?
never take them off, ever.
Even when I
Doc Larson
sleep.
had her body moved to the morgue before dawn.
How would the
Brown
diner
said
guy
he
know
wasn't too
that?
happy about that.
I should know. I'm the
Didn't give much
mortician
chance to
too.
Examine the crime scene first.
He puts on a wig. I'm also your mother.
I lost my appetite.
You get the hell out of the diner.
You're a tough sell, Mike Dawson.
I think I'll just do that.
Please,
Hank.
just have a Monte
See you
Cristo
later.
Carlo or Happy
Take care,
Waitress or
Mike.
something. Alright, well, we're done here.
You're dead to me, diner man.
And now I'm just gonna walk out the other direction.
Man, I should invest in more paper towels.
That was my first and only customer in a week. Well, guess I better play pool while I wait for that
I used to
carnival.
hang out in the pool hall with the tough kids once in a while. I thought I was cool.
Like Jack.
Maybe then Mom will respect me.
God, I genuinely feel bad for this video game character.
I feel bad for this video game.
There's Jimmy Gardner and Melissa Fleming. Jimmy's the type of loser I'd expect to see in a place like this.
I thought he was a tough guy.
But it's surprising to find the mayor's wife here.
Oh, what? Small town politics, I smell.
Jimmy went to
Damn.
high school with me. He was a straight-A student and football star.
Like,
He
thinking
dropped out
about,
and became a
like
loser.
while staring at this
We
guy.
were friends
He
then,
is putting
but certainly
every
aren't
geometric
now.
scenario in his head right now.
What's up, Gardner?
I'm
What
a
do you
pool player,
want,
actually.
doofus?
Whoa!
How about a game of pool?
No, we couldn't
Crap,
program that.
Dawson.
I mean,
we might have been friends once, but that was a long time ago.
yeah, I'm really sure Mike was friends with the cool kids.
What
I
happened
thought
to
he was
you?
a loser.
You were a straight-A student until you dropped out.
I
guess
look like
I'm
I
just
have a
the
Hitler
town's
mustache
bad
right now.
Seed. You went off to college and joined the establishment. I stayed here and became a statistic.
And chalked the hell out of this pool cue.
We were friends in high
That
school.
girl, that woman in the
Why are you
background,
so
by the way,
angry
is a
with me?
cigarette that will never end.
Let's just say that you and I don't share the same interests anymore. You got that right, chump. I'm the local wise guy, so stay out of my way.
Yeah, that seems about right.
I'm sure a guy who calls
Interest
himself the
these
local
days
wise
aren't
guy is
exactly
in fact
on
the
the up and
local wise guy.
So
Yeah.
what?
By
There's
the
a lot
way,
going on in
I'm
this
quote
town that ain't
unquote
exactly on the
mobbed
up and
up.
I'm a bit of a loose cannon, they would
Tell me,
say.
Jimmy.
If
How
you've
come the
ever
sheriff
seen
leaves you
the
alone?
Sopranos, maybe.
That's easy in
I'm
this
like the
town.
guy on DVD
that
too.
Flatfoot doesn't know his butt from an
You'll find me all
armadillo.
over TV
But I got the
tropes.
goods on him. He doesn't bother me.
So he's got stuff to blackmail the sheriff.
Was the
Who
sheriff
cares?
involved in some sort of scandal?
I'll just ask you
Forget
about
it, Dawson. If I tell you, you'll spread it all over town. Then
What
what
kind
good
of
would
tough
it
guy
do me?
attitude is that?
Eh.
Come on,
Yeah,
you're
she
gonna tell
will.
everybody. By the way, don't
Yeah,
tell that.
get
Don't
out
tell
before
Paul
I
I
throw
like
you
her.
out.
Get out before I throw you out. Anyway, back to chalking up my cue.
Melissa used to be a cheerleader in high school, but since becoming
Meanwhile,
a
there's, like, this
three-pack a
blue
day smoker,
powder
she
just
doesn't
at his
cheat
feet.
anymore.
Come on, put on that
Hey,
Mike
remember
Dawson
me?
charm.
That's
I'm
how I
Mike
introduce
Dawson.
myself to people, actually.
It's
Hey,
been a
remember
long
me? I'm
time.
Mike Dawson.
Not long enough to suit me.
Oh. Yeah.
Hey, why the cold shoulder?
Yeah.
What makes you think you're worth giving the cold shoulder to?
You remind me of my mom.
So what are you doing here?
It's
in the
kind of a
pool
burn,
hall?
but I'm inclined to
Seeing
agree with
Jimmy?
her.
What are you insinuating? I'm a married woman, I'll have you know. I just came in here for a smoke.
Yeah, because you can't
You
do
can't
that anywhere
do
but the
that
pool
outside.
Well,
hall.
you did used
No,
to date
just
Jimmy
pool
back when you
halls.
were a cheerleader.
Now, that was a long time ago. We're not the same people we were in high school, you know.
I have the feeling Mike Dawson doesn't really get that, though.
I heard that you married Mayor Fleming. He used to be my dad's partner, you know.
Oh, please
Man, nice
don't give me
game,
that.
bro.
To be my father routine. I've heard it all.
When did you take up
By the way,
smoking?
why is like the
Don't
left
you know it's
side of the
bad for
pool
your
hall
health?
just out of power? Apparently, it
Well,
just
there's
goes
lots of
into
things that are bad
darkness.
for your health.
He's gonna walk.
There's only power when there's
Poor
customers.
Rita.
He's gonna walk
shame
over,
what
and the
happened
HR
to her.
Giger world's just gonna be there on the other
Poor
side of the pool
Rita?
hall.
That little tramp had it coming to her.
How can you say such things about Rita?
Forget
By the way,
it,
did I
Dawson.
mention
Forget
I didn't
even
murder
said
her?
it.
That
Now
mildly
buzz off.
upsets me. But not really.
I'm just gonna stare at you and walk away dismissively. Well,
The mayor
bye.
campaigned on how he was going to rid our streets of the homeless, but I guess they just got driven into sheds like this.
What?
Another evil that's been hidden but still exists.
Since when did the homeless build sheds?
Man, those homeless carpenters, I tell
Found an
you.
old coat hanger. This might be useful.
That's a garbage
I
can.
once read a story about how a thief used a wire to open a lock.
He's picked up a coat hanger from
There's
the
nothing else
trash.
here but coffee grinds, banana peels,
Mike,
and
do you
other
have
similar
Asperger's?
things.
And he's theorizing why it's useful. It's because somebody once did that. Don't look at me with that crap, dude.
The This coat
So if I-
hanger is rusty and bent. Nothing good ever seems to last.
What?
It makes you think, doesn't it, Game Ends?
It's hard to believe that someone could live in this dilapidated old shed.
Did you see her house from the first game?
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna stare at the poster here, and yep, that's all
right.
in order.
I think I'm done here.
I think I figured out who solved the murder.
I left even though the traffic light in the shed didn't say I could go.
Did he just walk in the back and go into a homeless guy's shed? Oh, alright.
Mike, what were you doing in my house, bro?
I should tell Hank about this.
I'm gonna go to the shark tooth necklace part of
Finding
town.
reasons to avoid going to Dr. Sim's office during the past week. Rita used to live just around the corner.
So, that's his doctor's office there that he's standing in front of.
Dr. Sims is not in his office.
Oh.
That guy is out to lunch more often than his patients.
Oh,
Huh?
Which is you.
Ugh! Well, maybe Dr. Hardware will see me today.
He lives right around the corner.
It's pretty much the same thing.